So, dangal greetings, Sir Janus. My name is Sam Datoy. I'm the leader of this group, and I will explain the two classes of our
Class,
program.
last 30 minutes. Last 30
So,
minutes.
let's start with the session start. So, sa session start, it will initialize or declare the PHP first before the HTML. Then next is the if. If is set session order. So, if the session orders is doesn't declare, it will declare a new one, which is orders. So, this is a try catch or the verification if the orders is already exist. Then next is the class menu item. In the class menu item, it has three attributes, which is the item name, serving, and price. Item name is the product name. Then serving is the how many serves, and price is the price per serve. Then we use the constructor where the serving is accept only integer, then the prices accept only the with decimal number. The next function is the compute subtotal. In the compute subtotal, as you can see, we use the this serving, which is within the class, the variable serving is used which is multiplied to the price to get the compute subtotal. Then this class is it has getters, which is the get item name, get serving, and get price, which is can be used in other function and in HTML. Next is the class order, which is it has two attributes, which is the customer name and menu item. And also, we use the access modifier private, so we can use the OOP function. The next is the constructor, which is the customer name and menu item. Then next function is the compute serving charge. So this function, it will compute the or it will get the compute subtotal from the menu item, and it will multiply to the 8% to get the serving charge. Then next is the discount rate. So in discount rate, it will retrieve the data of compute subtotal from the menu item. Then it will store into another variable to check if it is greater than 1,000. If greater than 1,000, it will return a 0.10 or 10% discount. Then if it is greater than 500, it will return a 5% discount. Then this returns zero if the subtotal is less than 500. Then that's all for my part. Then the next presentator is Miss Angie.
Dangal greetings. I'm Anjo Adrinan. I'll be continuing the report of Sam Datoy. Scroll up po. There. So for the function discount, for the function compute discount rate, it will return the product of subtotal and the discount rate. And for the function compute total, it will first call the method of compute subtotal from the menu item, and it will store the value to subtotal. Same with service charge and discount amount. Then it will first add the subtotal and the service charge. Then it will subtract the discount amount to the total amount. Then it will return the value of that. The next function is the get customer name. The next function is the get customer name. This method only return the customer name, and the next function is get menu item. This function returns the menu item, and that's all for my part.
Now for the next one, please scroll down. Now, since we cannot use MySQL for our database, we are going to use the PHP session start. So what does the PHP session start? So it creates a storage area and it initializes an array called PHP session orders, and it acts as a virtual database table. So this one is to keep the customer data even when it refreshes. So we have the CRUD. So we first one we have the add order or the function add order. So when the form is submitted, instantiate a new order object, and the add order function then uses the square bracket operator to push the object into the session array and initially insert in SQL terms. And then we have the read or the function get all orders, where the function simply fetches the entire array from the session, and then I use the for each loop po to the HTML to iterate through this object and call their methods like the compute total to populate the table rows dynamically. And then we have the function update order, where this one is to edit and to pass a specific array index through the URL, and then when the user save changes the update order function, it identifies the specific index in the PHP session orders or the array orders and overrides the old object with the new updated one. And then for the last one, we have the function delete order, where the delete order function use unset to remove the record by its index, and crucially use array values so afterward to reindex the array so that the remaining rows don't have the broken IDs, and ensuring the system will stay stable for the next operation. Now for the next one of for to present. Thank you.
Greetings, and for the function handle create, this, teka, handle create, this, this if met, this, wait, hindi ko kaya. Teka, record na. Tanggal greetings. So, in this In this code, in the handle create, when the add button is pressed, it builds a new menu item and order object from the form data. And it adds to the session orders. Then it redirects back to the restaurants PHP. Then next is the handle update. And next is the handle update, which when the update button is pressed, takes it takes the given index with it takes the given index with and reveals the menu item and order with the updated form data. And it replaces the existing order at that index, then redirects back to restaurant PHP. That PHP. And next, we have handle delete. If the delete parameter is passed in the URL, it removes the order at that index from the session. And last is the populate edit form. Given an index, it fetches the corresponding order from the session, so it used to fulfill the edit form fields.
So now I will explain these two display functions and the display table. So first, the display row. So this method is used for the display table later for it to generate table rows for the HTML. So as you can see, we declared first the variables which will be used here, and it will get the value from using these methods, and it will store that value into these elements. And now it will echo this method will echo this which is a table format here in the HTML. So we use the TRTD, and it will display the customer name, the item name, and the serving. And it will also display table data with two buttons, which are the edit and the delete button. So it will use the index as a reference for which customer index that will be editing or deleting. Now for the display table, this will be called here in the body of the HTML, and I will show it to you, which is this one. And if it is called, yeah, if it is called, it first checks if the orders are empty or not. And if it is not empty, it will loop through the array, which is the orders, and it will call the display row, and it will pass the index and the order. Else, if the if the array is empty, it will show this no orders yet in the HTML. And now I will demonstrate the website. So for example, in the John, Anna, and Mark, I will input them. So first is John, and he ordered burger and 2 servings and 150 as and it is added here. So let's next put the other Anna Pizza 3, Anna Pizza 3, then 200, then add, then Mark Steak, Mark Steak 2 and 100. And we can edit that using the edit button.
Yes, Dino.
So we can edit the name. Example, Mark.
Dino, anong problem?
And
Sir, kung okay lang daw po kung nag-error po kasi sa pag-upload sa YouTube, pwede pong G-Drive na lang po.
as you can see here, it is saved.
Paano
And then
nag-error?
delete the order.
Na
Well,
parang,
orders.
wait lang po.
And that's it for my part.
Hindi daw po kung sakali